All right, April something, 14th, 13th, 14th, 15th, I don't know. First freebie of the season. The sun's not hitting this car. I'm gonna try to get it done beforehand. Let me see if I can get focused in here at all. But it's filthy. If you would just see this under the sun with a really bright light, you can see how filthy it is. And little bird poops, lots of bird poops. Thank goodness not many bugs on the front. I always hear about GMC black. I guess today's my day. There's a couple of minor scratches on here, and I'll show those in a little bit when it gets a little bit brighter and I clean the car up. And here's more bird poop. But other than that, I mean, this is a Terrain, a GMC Terrain. Not sure. But it's going to be a fun car. But like I said, this is a freebie, family friend. It's black and it's got swirls in it, and she sees the swirl, so that means I really got to get him out of there. It shouldn't be too hard, though. I say that, hopefully. Well, that's just a quick walk around. I'm still putting stuff together. It's like, how am I gonna tag it today? I think it's just gonna be doing a foam rinse, foam, contact wash, iron remover, and then possibly a mineral remover, just to take care of it all. So let me get the washing going. And if I have any other videos, I know there's already some scratches on here too. I already told her try to get those best I can. All right, well that's that. Let's see what happens after the next hour or so. Tires are done, wheels and tires. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Griot's foam cannon down there and the Griot's foaming surface prep. But anyway, this foam surface prep is what I'm going to put on first. Then I'm going to use what I had left over from the previous wash, which is still some Adams Graphene, the Adams Graphene shampoo. That'll be what I'll just contact wash the vehicle with once I put the surface prep on there. Uh-oh, the sun's coming up. I got to beat the sun. But that's going to be that. Like I said, wheels and tires are done. Now for the foaming surface prep. Using Ferrex from Optimum clay tile. I don't really feel anything, but let's see if you can hear it. Yeah. But then over here, yeah. Foam, rinse, foam, sunny side water spots. That'll all get taken off. And now you can see the swirls. I told her I could see them without when the car was dirty, but I told her it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spray some DIY Details water spot remover on there. Get it on here real quick and rinse it real quick. And then rinse it and get it in the garage and dry it. Try to get some of these water spots back off. Well, that's the plan. All right. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. But I've got all my wash stuff kind of cleaned up and put up. You can see how dull the paint is. Not sure if these water spots are my leftovers. Come on there. Focus on my thumb. Focus on my thumb. There we go. Right here, you're like, wow, that thing's sweet. Well, it's going to get sweeter. And we will get it shiny black. But there are some scratches. Like here's a scratch. I went over the car kind of yesterday evening with my light. I'll bring my light back out in a little bit. But there's some scratches. Here's another little scratch. I'll do the best I can to get them out, but I've told her so I'm not going to try to get them out. I will do what I normally do, which is 5 pounds of pressure for 5 seconds and speed 5. And if they don't come out, they're meant to stay. They will just be shinier. This one, not sure. Oop, I can feel it. I probably need to clean a little bit better. I'll get my rinses out here and touch spot some of these spots that look like they may just be a little bit more built on stuff or heated in stuff, being a black car. I know what having a black car is like. So, little scratches. Here's another scratch. So most of these are all going to come out. I'm going to say just 95% of these are going to come out. I'm not going to mess with it yet. Drips. But let me get at it, and I'll probably take care of half the hood, third of the hood. we can compare. I might just do this center spot first. That way you can kind of see all the way around it, how much it's going to clean up. I haven't decided on the compound yet, compound or polish. I got so many to choose from. That'll be the next clip. Got my light out. Now we'll be able to see it. Oh, yeah. And those are some of the scratches right there. Like, you got that one, that one. I'm fairly positive that these scratches are going to come out. Oop, get it back on there. But yeah, this thing is black paint. It will be glowing, that's for sure, but this is the passenger side, FYI. Got my light out so I can hard to aim with the phone and the light at the same time. I don't know what that is. Look at that a little closer. That right there's like it's a chip or something, like it's somebody tried to fill it in with some filler paint. More scratches, but there's the one I showed earlier. I'll get all these little things out. Where'd that go? Right here, like this scratch right here. And until you get these lights on them, oh boy, the sun shows them too, but it's kind of dark in here, and you can see these. Goodness gracious, I gotta aim with two things. These scratches right there. Another one. Whatever that world that is. Yeah, it's a scratch of some sort. So I'll do my best. Like I said, it's a freebie, and I'm not about to start taking clear coat off, so that's another like scratch. Here's some more. There's another like a chip or something right here. More scratches. So we'll do our best. I'll do half and half. I was kind of just probably, goodness, black. If this doesn't talk you out of black paint, you brave. I wanted it because I like being on my car all the time. And we've had this one for close to 2 years now, I think. We've driven the hell out of it. This is the year I retire, and we'll get rid of the car and be down to just the one. And it ain't black. Black's been fun, but black is a pain in the butt. Faux show. Well, let me get started. So I'll get this clip ended, and when I come back, I'll probably have the little center section here done. I'm going to use my Lake Country Power Tool Udos 51E. Woo, what a mouthful. I'm going to just put it on 21 millimeter, and I'm going to do it in 21 millimeter. I'm going to use orange pads from whoever the orange pads are from, Lake Country, I don't know. I do have one Eurofiber black and white pad just in case I need it. And I'm using Dr. Beasley's Z1 because it's my favorite. It's going to save me a step of just wiping it off and then coating. So and the coating I have yet to determine. I've got a number of coatings. I'm going to probably just stick with Dr. Beasley's. I'll probably just put 1201 on it and then put Bead Hero or some Optimum Hyper Seal on top of it. But that's my plan. But let's get this paint cleaned up first. Back at you. Change pads. Went and got some of the Udos pads built for my polisher. Trying intensive polish. I tried this rougher pad for the Udos polisher. I tried them orange pads. I tried that Eurofiber pad. And I think I'm going to stick with the Udos pads. I got to try the Dr. Beasley's one more time, but the intensive polish worked. This is what happened. You can, it's really horrible. You can see what it did to the paint. Let's see if I can do this. Let's get my light out. Woo! I mean, so there's the swirls, and now it's just kind of scuffy with a little bit of scratching. So that was with the darker pad over there, which is a little bit rougher pad, and the intensive polish. So the intensive polish and that pad over there not here, but just as right here, where it's a little bit clearer. Again, man, my lights and this camera, the swirls are all gone. I'm not too worried about the hazing just yet, because I still have to go over everything. But then there's that line right there. But this was with intensive polish, and I told her from the beginning that there's going to be shiny scratches. Like, if I back off, does it blacken it up? Yeah, it blackens it up. I told her there's going to be some shiny scratches. I can't get some of these scratches. They're just not going to come out, and I'm not going to ruin her clear coat. This is a 2017, I think. But I got to get in here and use intensive polish. But like I said, I'm going to try the Z1 one more time on that pad. I haven't tried that pad yet with the Z1 yet. I'll do it over this horrible section here, and then I'll get up here into this section. So I'll just do this whole third section right here and see what it does. This is my first GM black paint, and I'm gonna pretty much say my last GM black paint. You guys that do it, you guys are pros. Good job, guys. Me, I'm a freebie. Michael Freebie here doesn't go through this much trouble. I will for this friend, though, but man, oh man, not for anybody else. All right. I got me some McKee 37 waffle pads. I'm going to try some Adams compound, Adams polish, some Griot's complete compound. I don't have any fast correcting cream, but I probably wouldn't use that anyway. Oh my goodness, I'm still on the hood. I can't wait to get this dialed in so I just get the rest of the car. The intensive polish, I don't know if it's the polish or the pads, so that's the reason I'm going to try some other polishes and compounds here and see what comes up, and I'll try these pads here. I do have some hyper polish instead of intensive polish. I may end up getting that, but that's not going to be any. It's going to be just like the Z1 polish that I'm using, the Z1. Ugh! And it's not cleaning it up enough. I mean, oh my God. I haven't tried rotary mode, so I went from, from 15 millimeter down to rotary mode. It's almost like it's dirty. It's like, I know the car's clean. It's clean, it's super smooth, clean. Oh my God. Well, let me keep at it. All right. Looks way better in person than it does on the camera, like always. I just got to quit saying that. So there are going to be some shiny scratches, like that scratch right there. I can't get them out. I'll reiterate over and over and over and over and over again. No, I'm not going to try. I do it one spot, one time, and if it doesn't come out, shiny scratches. But the hood is... swirls are gone. And that's kind of this whole goal was to shine it up, get the swirls out. Then once we get some ceramic on here, it's going to glow. As soon as I come over to this little section right here, whoo, camera, swirls galore. Woo, swirls galore. No swirls. Oh my goodness. Nope, shiny scratches. That's that. My magic go-to Adams polish did well. The compound scuffed it up too much. I kept the same pad throughout. I did a section, cleaned it with the pad washer, same pad. I kept the same pad on there. Cleaned the pad, put it back on there. Adams Polish's compound scuffed it too much. The polish did well, but the polish didn't do any better, any worse than the complete compound from Griot's. I do like Griot's. I like the no dusting. Don't know if those are going to dust or not. Of course, this complete compound, not sure if it's going to dust or not. I'm used to their Boss line. The Boss line literally just doesn't dust. So far, no problem with that one, keeping the small sections. But it took me an hour. It took me an hour to find out what was going to work. Well, the rest of the car is going to get got now, but my goodness, an hour to figure out a polish. Test section after test section after test section. I've never had to do that ever. Of course, I'm a noob. Only done a couple dozen cars, but I've never had that happen before. But this looks fantastic, and I can't wait to put some protection on it and get it out. Get it out. All right, time for the rest of the car. It should go quicker now that I got it zeroed in. I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. And I got another car tomorrow. Oh my goodness. All right, back at you. April 14th, the next day. 8 hours. 8 stinking hours is what it took. But I'm just going to kind of just give a quick once over with the light to show. I mean, you remember what it looked like. Again, a GMC black paint. Is it better out here? Up here? I can't tap it to focus because my thumb's not long enough. Normally I would see these types of scratches and I'd be like, oh my goodness, we got to get them out of there. I tried, and I'm a firm believer of I'm not taking that much clear off. I could have hit it with a compound, I could have two-stepped it, but again, this is a freebie one-step. Just watch my previous clip on this paint. This is the driver's side, rear side, and you can see how much better it is. I mean, these things are so reduced compared to what they were. Here's a door. Back here. Yeah, so you can still see it. And there's scratches. I can't. I'm not gonna say I can't. I'm not gonna get these scratches out. But this was, again, people pay for what they get, and they're paying for nothing. So, and they get. It still looks like there's so many when I use this light like this. I did this yesterday too, but without the camera really brings them out. But if you look at that video from yesterday, or yesterday, if you look at the previous clips, how bad. I gotta wipe that off a little bit. What? How'd that drip get there? Oh yeah, I remember. I gotta wipe that. So I'm doing my little inspection here. It's like, well, I better get my camera out and film how much this has been reduced. Yeah, just look at from yesterday until today. You will see how much this has been reduced. The other side's exactly the same. The other side has been reduced just as much. This is a pretty decent transformation in my opinion. And she kind of came by last night. Her sister's bringing her car today for another freebie. And that'll be that. It'll be a different colored car. Thank goodness. I gotta get all this dust off before she shows up. But yeah, that's that. It took me 8 hours, and that's the result. It is shinier than what it was. The paint is definitely not as dull as it was. So it turned out great. It's just expectations. I'm a not paint remover, clear coat remover. Anyway, that's that. I'll film the next one too. It's going to be a blue one. It looks like it's going to be a speckly blue car. And its swirls are just as bad, if not worse, than what this one started out as. But I think that other paint and clear coat will have better results. Till the sun's out, so I decided to drive it a little bit to Car Wash City to just get some quick videos and to show that now in the sun, you can't see those. Well, you can, but you can't. So that's what it turned into. So pretty sharp.